Face off to the right. And they get it back to the point again. Another shot. Vondras will collect that one and then bring it back out. Here comes Landon McCallum. McCallum dishes it off into the corner, then chases after the Barrie player. Going back to pick it up. Patterson gets a little bump from McCallum and then dumped in by Toure. Around the boards again. Patterson will pick this one up, but Nick Yearwood trying to get it back to McCallum. Back into the corner. They'll work it around, and Coughlin chasing after it. Coughlin, Yearwood, and McCallum make up quite a little threesome out there right now. All bangers on the ice and not afraid to throw their body weight around. Coughlin giving chase to Jelsma. Jelsma finds an opening, and they tip it, but it bring it back to Nolan Collins. That's who's got it right now, number 77. Backhand pass by Collins. They can't keep it in the zone. They do, actually. Villeneuve was able to do so. And then Coughlin gets pushed off the puck by Evan Passmore, and the Colts are on their way. Jelsma, cross-ice pass. Riley Patterson can't go far with it. Now it's banked off the boards, and they'll start again. Here's Villeneuve. Nice pass over to the far side to chase Coughlin. Coughlin can't go far. He lost possession of it. Villeneuve trying to circle around, and then Coughlin got bumped as he was down on his knees, and now Villeneuve.
Pelter type of game.
Nice draw, wind draw, but he won it right back outside the zone. This is a power play for Barrie. It's a 2-minute minor up on Villeneuve's side of the clock, the Wolves side of the clock. We'll wait for the official call here from the arena announcer to find out what he is getting. Perhaps, as you said, instigator may be part of it. Into the near side corner. And Toure will pick that one up. Not only knock the Barrie player to the ground, but get the puck down the length of the ice as well, as the Colts, Connor Punnett has it now. Punnett faked the shot and then will turn it back over on this side. Cleared away by Jelsma, and they'll dump it in around the boards to the near side corner. Jelsma trying to corral it back around the boards. Back around to this near side now. Punnett feeds off to the far side. Nice stop there by Vaughn. Not able to go where he wants to go either, and it's back up into the Barrie Colts zone. Landon McCallum with it. Quick shot. Snapped it off of one of the Barrie defenders in front. Now Grayson Tiller with it. Tiller and McCallum, and working in front there is Nick Yearwood. Yearwood can't bring the puck down. Cross-ice pass by Riley Patterson. Back out to the neutral zone. Bringing across the line is McCallum. McCallum with a backhand shot that hit the defender again. And then Taylor will go the other way, make that Alex Ferrand. And then Ferrand will clear it back to Price. Price back to the far side to DeAngelis, skating along the blue line, looking for an opening, someone to send it to. And then they'll go in front of the net with it. Backhand pass by McCallum. And the goaltender West was there to make the stop on that particular occasion. McCallum with it now. Leaves it off for Nick DeAngelis. DeAngelis looking for that first goal of the year for him. Boy, he has played well this year. Windsor pickup. Great addition to this hockey club, number 95. Yearwood with it now. Little backhand pass over to McCallum. Quick shot! Yearwood, and he hit the defender again in front, right off the skate. And they'll bring that puck back into the zone to the near side corner now. The Colts clear it up. There's York with it. York will, and would have been an easy goal for the Wolves right there, but he made sure the pad was in the right spot.
Yeah, he did the old pinball flipper.
Musty, cross-ice pass. Cleared in by Mania. Now Musty will go back the other way. Trying to clear it in front. Ferrand. DeAngelis now, a shot redirected nicely by Nick Yearwood, but the goaltender was equal to that particular test. Here is Alex Ferrand with it. Ferrand back to DeAngelis. DeAngelis, a bouncer off the end boards, and Yearwood can't get his stick on it. Bouncing in, Ferrand took a run at number 21 Patterson, but ended up worse for wear on that particular exchange. Goaltender out of the box, out of the net area, I should say, Vondras. And now it's up ice, and here comes Nick Yearwood with it. Clears off for DeAngelis, way wide there. Back on, Nolan Collins will let that one go. and then receive a little flip pass by McCallum. Then he'll hand it off. Quick shot off the glove as Yearwood let that one go from that right point. McCallum, turnaround play as they're buzzing around there nicely, and then they leave the puck for Nick DeAngelis in for Nolan Collins. Spinorama, and gets himself back to the blue line again. A shot towards the net, but that one goes a lot, so you got to keep an eye on number 81. Well, they'll know where he is right now, so they don't expect him to cause any damage on this particular power play. Shot deflected by McCallum. Now McCallum will bring it back to the point. DeAngelis, cross ice pass back to DeAngelis. Dvorsky lets it go, dumping it in slowly, and then he'll fight for possession against Jack Brody. Back to the point. Wolves will move it in. Nolan Call with a quick shot wide of the net. DeAngelis to that open far corner, and picked up by Landon McCallum once more. McCallum trying to get it in front of the net for Ferrand. Ferrand standing his ground as he gets bounced off the puck, but still holding tight in there. Yearwood now. Yearwood looking back to the point. He will work it all the way around, but didn't get much on it. Couldn't get that shot away. And Collins is with it. So some good control, puck control by the Wolves here as they get it back to the point, but unfortunately they split the defense in that particular exchange. Couple minutes left in the first period. Collins, cross ice pass for Musty. Musty will turn around back to the point. DeAngelis and cross ice for Quentin Musty just past him. Beau Jelsma will throw it off the boards, banked off the glass and out to the neutral zone, bringing in a whole head of steam across the line, dumping it around the corner. Ray trying to take his man out of the play. There's another opportunity for Barrie, but it was bounced off a Wolves player. Ray started off after, but then decided he wouldn't win that foot race and deflected back to his own zone. Owen Protz now puts the brakes on, goes the other side. Quentin Musty back.
Very interesting. You don't see that very often, but it's got to be a pretty cool experience for those two.
Yeah, they'll have something to talk about for sure. Banked off the boards. Kieran Walton now overskated the puck, trying to get it back his way, and it's still not there. Lost possession again. Back to the point they'll go with 9 seconds remaining. Horgan gets it over in front, tapping it away at it. A second opportunity. They're going to run out of time here, I believe, as they flip it up to the neutral zone. And Spencer Horgan was Zach Weigel who threw it down there. And now the Wolves are back behind their net. They've got a minute left in this power play opportunity. DeAngelis says, I'll take it myself. But he's got a whole bunch of Barrie Colts players. There's Quentin Musty now. Quick shot. Back to Alex Ferrand. Now, Ferrand, as you said, one of the fellows that you'd like to see doing some scoring here. He doesn't have as many goals as he did last year. Obviously, it's a whole season, but he's having a bit of a tougher time, I think, and feels himself that if you talk to Alex, he himself would say that, I have to contribute more on the score sheet. Quick shot, banked around by Touré, around to the far corner. Kept into the zone. And will be gobbled up there by Nolan Newton. Newton trying to find an opening. Feeds it ahead. And the Colts send it wide of the Wolves net. Touré can't handle that bouncing puck. It is handled by Jelsma, however. Quick shot, and they score as they fed that man open over on the left side.
Is Riley Patterson. Take a look at this. Jelsma sliding it across, and that's exactly what he was talking about in his first period interview with Amanda Zurkowski, that they just got to start testing Jakub Vondras a little bit, and they think that they can get a couple. Top rookie and had 30 goals and 43 assists in 52 games with the North York Rangers last year. Was traded by Flint to Barrie in the offseason for 6 draft picks.
Back to the point. Wolves trying to move it ahead. Coughlin got knocked off the puck as he was sliding over to his right. Now off the stick of the Barrie player. It'll be gobbled up there by Matt Mania. Mania forces it ahead. A clearing pass. Jelsma will dump it in, and Vondras is out of the net and sends it ahead there for Chase Coughlin. Coughlin trying to get out of the zone. He does so. McCallum will backhand it down the length of the ice, and goaltender West is now out of the net. Almost had it taken away from him. Coughlin can't get that one back. Nice little stick work there by the defenseman. Nolan Collins knocked it off stride. Then Owen Protz, and then Vondras out of the net to leave it there for Matthew Mania. Decides to go the other way, and here comes Landon McCallum. Gathering speed at the red line, cutting to his left now, number 11. Will feed it through his legs, crack out in front for Ferran, but Ferran could not get us down. Quick shot off the draw, fanned on from Nicholas Yearwood. Now redirected out front, a quick play, and West had to be alert on that one as it was fed from deep down, and Yearwood nearly directed it to the back of the net. Jelsma with it now. He'll turn. Cross-ice pass over here for Aitchison. Aitchison will hit the referee with it. Ferran chops it back. Quick shot in the slot. Owen Protz comes around and gets out of harm's way. Ferran with it. Bouncing puck taken off the skates, brought in over the line by McCallum, but he couldn't control it after that. And it's Patterson for Barrie. Patterson has it poke checked away from him. Back the other way. Patterson looking at the far side for it. Redirects it for Jelsma. Goes up high, but too high. And over top of the net. Aitchison now. He will ring it around the far boards. Keeping it inside. A little tip ahead. That's good enough as it goes back into the Barrie zone. Hard off the boards, and Yearwood got to wait till McCallum is on the other side of the blue line, and now the Wolves are going to have Payette will come in. Quentin Musty pulls it back into his own zone. And Jabril Toure with it. Cross ice pass, a little bit too far for Goyette. It'll be picked up by Jelsma. 88 against 53. Look at Jelsma turn on the Jets. Price with it. He hit Jelsma a little bit. Now they'll work it around this side for David Goyette. Cross ice pass over ahead. Here comes Quentin Musty. Trying to
3, I believe, still, but that first Dvorsky goal was on the power play.
Yeah. So they'll work it around and behind the net. Barrie is able to get a piece of it, and they gather onto it. Jelsma with it. Front of the net, his pass across did not go through, but look at him go. He's got all kinds of time, and Beau Jelsma gets a shorty, and
Barrie Colts fans happy about that one. Well, watch this. Jelsma just kind of picks up off the rebound and kind of confused the players where the puck went off that initial shot. Jelsma picks it right back up and fires a beautiful shot into the back. Yeehaw.
There's Barrie. They'll rip it around the boards one more time. Toure going after it. Jelsma's been everywhere tonight for that Barrie Colts squad. Shot in front, and they score again. Don't go away. This one's far from over. It's 6-4 in game.
Watch it here. Kind of just slides out in front, and the Wolves not able to get to it first. It's Jelsma pouncing. 2-goal game with still 5:09 left in the second.
It's going to be a rout with Sudbury up 4-0 at one point, but Marty Williamson, the coach of the Barrie Colts, had something to say about that, and he's telling his players not to give up, and the Wolves are just kind of slack on defense lately. They're worried, maybe a little bit concerned about getting on the score sheet and not worrying about the defensive side, and that's got to change very quickly. Villeneuve trying to tuck it around, but Hillebrand was there to make the stop on it. In period of action. Back to the point. Punnett rather. Will take the shot and in. And he does. Just didn't get a lot on it, but Punnett now will clear it to the far side. Quick shot. Hits a body in front. Wolves have got Nathan Villeneuve there. Clearing it back to the line. Punnett can't keep it in. McCallum will help out. And now Landon McCallum has a bit of a break going. Quick shot. Score! On the draw. He's been awful good on it and does it again. Kept in by Punnett. Punnett to the far side. There's his shot. Vondras got a piece of it. Now Nolan Collins trying to gobble it up. Jelsma gets knocked down, but he gets up again and gets it back to the point where Punnett picks it up, then banks it off the boards. Back to Punnett at the point. Over on that far side. They look for a far shot, or at least a shot to go to the far side, but not able to do so. Landon McCallum is in there, but still hanging on to it, trying to get it over to the far side, getting back to punt it, waiting for it in the corner, but they'll give it away. Back to punt it. Chris punt it at the point. Shot, second opportunity, jammed in by Shamar Moses, and it is now a 7. Toure picking up another point there. It's at least 3 for him, as a fellow who can get his dander up on occasion as well, but he's accepted it. Ken McKenzie was getting it explained to him from the other referee, and now they're finally ready to go with a minute and 44 seconds. I said a minute and 1 a while ago, but they added on the time, and there's still time in this power play right now. Back to Punnett. Punnett's pass off the stick of Nathan Villeneuve. Now Villeneuve over to Punnett. Goes past him. Back to Punnett. Over on that far side, off the skate. And off a shin pad as well, as Edouard Chalet was trying to let that one go. Falling on it. Calling a penalty there was Nolan Collins, but he has no authority to do that. So the play continued right on. Callum is out front along with Villeneuve, trying to get that puck away from the Barrie Colts. Less than a minute now in this period as it comes over to Baudouin. He'll work in, far side, bouncing puck. Now McCallum will have an opening and clear it down the ice. That's a tired out there. The top two on the front line, Collins and DeAngelo's back on defense as they fire it down behind the Wolves net, beside the Wolves net.
Comes David Goyette.
And a good job to try and poke that ahead, Nolan Collins. That's exactly what's happening. Toure in, Goyette out. And a quick pass ahead. Patterson will turn and fire the length of the ice. Jakob Vondris will leave it for his defenseman. Quentin Musty couldn't get to it. Now he'll start moving out of the zone. Cross ice pass. And Goyette will try to settle this bouncing puck down to Dvorsky now for the Wolves. Little backhand around, a little hop over top of Goyette's stick, and then Musty just moved it ahead for Goyette, but didn't quite get that instruction in time. Jelsma across the line. Look at him skirt across that ice so quickly. Couple of cross cuts, and he is flying, number 50. Collins trying to get it up to Musty. They go around the linesman who got himself involved at that. Goyette now back to Dvorsky, back to the point. We've got a delayed penalty coming up against Barrie, as the Colts will takes it 7-5, and the Wolves will put out the Dvorsky trio. Well, Goyette is up top, or playing back on defense with DeAngelis. And here comes Quentin Musty. Musty working in across the line. Puts the brakes on. McCallum feeds it back to DeAngelis. He's got Dvorsky over on that side. Similar play to what we had seen earlier. Then Musty will go in, and Barrie's kind of holding back in that box formation. McCallum gets knocked down, and there's Musty with a bouncing puck. Did he get enough? No. It's going to be a break for the Barrie Colts. Landon McCallum working hard to try to throw it back, and they make it 7-6 on another short-handed goal. Can you believe it? That is the looking for a call that's not about to come. DeAngelis back to Musty. Musty over for Goyette. Goyette, he's got McCallum there. He'll fire it around the boards. And Dvorsky is going to get pushed off the puck and knocked out to the neutral zone again. 17 seconds left. So a disastrous power play for the Wolves as they cough up not one, but 2 short-handed goals to this Barrie Colts hockey club. And be careful because they're zooming in for number 3 here. Beau Jelsma on the play. Jelsma up against the boards, gets the puck free. Power play is over. So they go 4 for 5 on the power play. But more importantly, they've given up 3 shorthanded goals in this game. Back the other way. Coughlin now. He'll get bodied off the puck. Around to the near side corner, the boards. Coughlin will throw another check. Barrie player bounces back up on his skates and dumps it down to the zone. TV. Barrie with possession of the Sudbury zone. Another power play here for the Colts. They'll work that one towards the corner, deflects off a body, and still held on to by the Colts. A shot off of a body there, and then cleared out to the neutral zone as it hit a Barrie player on its exit from the zone. Beau Jelsma, little backhand pass. Connor Punnett was going the other way. He'll go back and retrieve it. Punnett will, and heads across the red line, and then jumps in after the puck, trying to make it pass as the sticks go up a little bit between him and Alex Ferran. And Hillebrandt will stop it there for Punnett. Up to Jelsma at the line. He gets knocked down. A couple of players fall on their faces there as DeAngelis got in the way of him. Ferran will come off, and the Wolves have 4 power play goals. So you were talking earlier about how much the specialty teams have meant tonight. Now Toure back on the ice after serving his penalty. Now Sudbury will pick it up and get it out of the zone. Long shot into the corner. Villeneuve will have a word with Connor Punnett as they line up 1-3 against this hockey club, as Ferran is the top man out. Dumped into the corner. Toure knocked the man off the play. High sticking was the call to Landon McCallum. Back to Punnett at the point. Feeds it over to the far corner. Punnett looking for that pass from Cole Baldwin. He's got it now. Dumps it in towards the net, but he hit Villeneuve with it. Now the Wolves trying to scramble back in their box formation one more time. It's a little bit of a hornet's nest out there right now. They're not quite getting it. Punnett now on that side, and falling and taking the stop is number 77, Collins, and he's feeling a little bit. And as you said, 37 seconds left, down two men right now on the power play, and they're just 1 goal down. Back and forth between Chalet and Punnett. They'll switch positions. Punnett had to take that on his backhand, so not able to get the shot away. Chalet in that far side. They had Wolves catch a break and cleared down the ice by Toure. 15 seconds now before the first player, McCallum, can come back onto the ice. Feeding it up to Jelsma. Back off the inboards. Here comes McCallum. Falling on the play was Villeneuve. Falling in behind there is Nolan Collins. And now it's going to be a big break for Barrie back the other way. Jelsma's pass, though, was a little bit too far. And now Nolan Collins will try to get it up. Cleared down the ice this time by Villeneuve. And there's 3 minutes left. He managed to just get by Hillebrandt and give Sudbury an 8-6 lead. Still plenty of time, though, left in this one. 7 minutes and 23 seconds, and the Colts are still on the power play. Now Punnett will feed off, and they'll dump it into the zone. Cole Baldwin going after it. Baldwin gets there first of all. It's a 5-on-4 scenario right now with the Wolves down just that one man. Chasing a little bit there is Musty. Shot off the side of the net as
the even strength goals, whether it be 4-on-4 or 5-on-5, but this has just had everything in this game.
Massive draw, the one by the Colts. They'll feed it back to Punnett. Punnett tried to get it over and then just about lost it, but held on to. Over on this side, Chalet let that go, rang that off the post. Waved off by the official right beside the net as he heard the ding, as we did up here as well. Another shot. Krawchuk reached out for it, but it didn't get through. It's a shooting gallery down there right now, but the Wolves are doing a good job of blocking some of those shots. And Goyette with the puck right now. Goyette feeds it through his legs, but it's intercepted by Punnett. And he'll come across the blue line now. Punnett, cross-ice pass up off the glass. Kept in the zone, and Connor Punnett at that left point takes a check from Goyette. Nolan Collins now trying to work it around. Back the other way, Beau Jelsma clears it out into the slot area as Punnett was working towards that. Kept in this time, and a little ziggity-zaggity-zoo by Beau Jelsma. He wasn't able to get in there, and here come the Wolves back the other way with 59 seconds left in the man advantage. Going 4 for 5 on the power play. pass right under the stick of David Goyette. Goyette up to Musty. Looks back to the point. Nobody there, though. And it's picked up by Baldwin for Barrie. Back off. They'll hold the Barrie player back and allow David Goyette to send it cross ice over to Dvorsky. Dvorsky bounced against the boards, trying to get it over for Quentin Musty or get it back to his defenseman, but they're just in the stretch position. I believe that's downward dog, if I'm not mistaken, in the yoga linguistics of it. Back we're over for this side for Mania. Mania lets it go, score!